What's going on, my spooky chooms, and welcome back to Fright City. My name is Adam, and today we are at Michael's, and I'm going to try to show you that Halloween stuff more in depth than I did in the last video. At least as best I can, because this is a Saturday that I'm filming, so there's, of course, more shopper traffic. I usually like to do this during the weekdays when there's not as much, but I did that for a reason, because yesterday on Friday was the Spooky Empire convention, and Halloween Horror Nights had their panel there. I'll get to that a bit later, because now we have to officially introduce this segment as Fog and Fear and Butterbeer time. That's right, I actually did not abandon this segment after 1 week. Amazing, right? So let's get it started. So when I posted my last video last Friday, well, I'd already talked about Fallout and the Five Nights at Freddy's thing. And that very same day that that video posted, HHN released their announcement for the Jason Universe house. Of course that would happen. So we got a lot of stuff to catch up on, so let's start by rolling that Jason Universe trailer.
Live the horror you love to watch at Universal Halloween Horror Nights, featuring Jason Universe and more.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. And this isn't going to be like a compilation of Jason's kills throughout the Friday the 13th movies, because it's a whole copyright thing of, someone owns Friday the 13th, somebody else owns Jason, so they can use Jason, but they can't like reference the Friday the 13th movies directly. It's a whole thing. So this will be an original story in this haunt, but you will see like little Easter eggs here and there referencing stuff from the movies that real ones will get. I probably won't get most of them, honestly, so, I don't know why I'm flaunting the whole real ones thing. But anyway, so yeah, and this will be the Jason that's been designed by Greg Nicotero that apparently has hair, so that little minor detail of who cares aside, should definitely be a very, very cool house. And apparently, according to, behind the scenes photos and people's, able to get little aerial shots or whatever, apparently the facade for that house is going to be Jason's shack from Friday the 13th Part 2, so we'll see. And then next up we have Universal Horror Unleashed, the Las Vegas experience. That's going to be HHN 24/7. That opens up in August. Released their trailer for their Universal Monsters house that's going to be in there once it debuts, so let's check it out.
Universal Horror Unleashed is a brand new immersive experience unlike anything we've done before. We've got 4 incredible haunted houses that put you right in the middle of iconic and terrifying scenes.
In the Universal Monsters house, you get to follow Van Helsing as he battles all of your favorite classic monsters.
Our legacy of creating horror at Universal Studios goes all the way back to the beginning of film itself. We've been creating iconic horror movies that have stood the test of time.
Our Universal Monsters Haunted House takes you through the stories of all of the classic Universal monsters. All of them are there, and you get to walk into their world. Costume and makeup has always been a key part of telling the Universal Monsters stories. The more details that we're able to put into these costumes and makeup, the richer the character becomes, and the scarier they will be for all of our guests to encounter.
We're bringing something entirely new to Las Vegas. It is a year-round destination, and so is our horror brand.
You're not really exposed to one type of horror, one type of character. It is multiple characters in multiple different environments that really become your evening of nightmares.
From the moment you walk in, you will be transported outside of your reality into the world of Universal Horror.
So yeah, that's a pretty sweet plot that I hope actually runs as cool as it's booked. Wow, yeah, me in words today, huh? And I say that because, you know, they had Universal Monsters. What was that? Eternal Bloodlines. How did I forget something with Bloodline in it? It sounded really, really cool, but the execution and the story and the whole booking and all that was just like, nah, it fell flat. Like I said, unfortunately, very awesome sounding concept, and the story sounded great, but in execution, it just wasn't it. And that brings us to Spooky Empire and the HHN panel. So they announced that the overall theme will be the conservatory, which will be Gothic architecture, gargoyles, stained glass windows, growing vines, and the like. And it'll have a major character in it that, whether or not he's an icon, is, I guess, left up to the viewer, or not the viewer, the audience member, the guest. And that is Sergio. And he'll be the main character of the first original house announcement, called La Artista, a Spanish haunting. And the story for that is that Sergio is a painter in 19th century Spain who moves into this desolate manor, and it's filled with evil spirits who want to come into our world, so they possess Sergio's paintings and try to use it as a portal to get into our world. So yeah, looking at the concept, you can see videos and pictures on social media and YouTube and all that, but this house looks pretty badass. I'm very excited for it, as much as I am the IPs of which I've actually seen their source material. But yeah, very much looking forward to this one. And so yeah, that's enough talk about HHN until the next announcement, which will hopefully be in the next week, because we are approaching July, so that is multi-night tickets release month, and I finally lock it down. So anyway, let's go check out some spooky stuff inside Michael's, shall we? All right, so that does it for Michael's. If you've been watching the videos for a while, you notice I didn't show any of the prices. Well, unless like the price tag was already showing. And it's because, like, yeah, I learned last year that at a certain point, the video is going to be like 2 hours long if you go through every individual thing trying to find the prices and all that. I mean, I just scanned through the whole section, and this video already going to be super long. So yeah, if you would like to know the prices for something and you'd like me to find it out for you, I will happily take requests and happily go back and find out and let you know. But if not, then with these videos, we're just gonna vibe and look at Halloween, if that's cool with you. Cool. Now, I did actually get something, a couple things that I will show to you now. This one and this one. I'm big into black cat decor, especially this year, as I had a 13-year-old cat named Selena, who's a black cat who unfortunately passed away in April. And I found her on a Friday the 13th, fun fact, on February 13th, 2015. So yeah, the black cat decor and everything just means that much more this year. And as a little bonus, I also got this, not from the Halloween section or meant to be Halloween decor, but Cat Lover's Pizza Cutter. I saw that and I was just like, okay, that's cute. Not gonna get it though. And then 2 minutes later, I was putting it in my basket. Can you tell I have just the bare minimal of financial discipline here? But yeah, these cuties are definitely coming home with my other black cat Halloween decor that I've already acquired over the years. So yeah, that was Michael's. Don't know what's going to be next up. It's probably going to be At Home, because I swung by At Home yesterday just to, you know, bask in some Halloween retail serotonin and all that. And yeah, I haven't been At Home in a couple weeks, and it was just that one aisle that I had in my little TikTok. It's blown up since then. Oh my god, it's all over the store, like everything you would expect, all the areas that you would expect Halloween to be in, probably usually about mid-July-ish or whatever. It's already there. Halloween's already exploded in there, and it's amazing. So yeah, definitely going to be doing that soon before everything blows up. And Home Goods already has Halloween pillows, so I definitely know it's only a matter of time. Like, we're only a couple weeks away from, you know, their Halloween explosion, which yeah, it's for stores like At Home and Home Goods, which is why I've quickly adopted the, okay, we're just scanning over it and checking out Halloween, not doing all this, because yeah, like I said, those videos would be like 2 hours long. And Home Goods is already kind of a bit of a pain because those aisles are tight. But yeah, hope you enjoyed looking at some Michaels with me. Hope you enjoyed catching up on all the HHN news and trailers and whatnot. And with that said, my spooky chums, like, subscribe, blah, 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 YouTube stuff. Have fun and stay